Well, today I wanted to talk about who's better, male or female. It's a big subject. Where do you start? I thought about this for a few days. It kind of come to me and I thought about it for a few days. Why would anybody want to talk about something like this? Well, you know, you hear this gender equality stuff. You hear about feminism, how men are bad, the world's problems are all because of men. And feminism, says we can live without men. I heard an interview the other day where a woman was shouting at a guy who was saying that women and men are just as good as each other, and she was saying, oh, but women are more compassionate and we have boobs so we can feed the baby and blah 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 blah. I've been thinking, I hear this shit for years and years and years and years and years, and like any other guy hears it and just like, oh, shut up, will ya? And don't really want to say anything. That's just the way guys are. But I've been thinking about it for a long time. And anybody who spends any time in nature and watches nature would know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that all this stuff about gender, one gender being better than the other gender, is a crock of crap. Because without each other, nothing could happen. Okay, women have boobs and they can breastfeed and they have a womb so they can incubate the baby. But without that tiny little seed, none of this happens. So, we've come to 2017 and we've come so far, but yet we haven't really learned anything yet. There's so much, like if you look at the budget of the United States, the military budget, it far outweighs, it's like over half of what they spend on the whole country. And there's people homeless, there's people sick, and it's the same in a microcosm around the world, except for places maybe like Bhutan, who tells everybody to F off and stay out, and you have to pay to go in to visit. You actually have to pay money to go into Bhutan to visit, unless you have a friend that who had previously visited you, and you have to have proof of that. So, I live here in Thailand, and I get called Phalang. Phalang means foreigner. Foreign to what? Foreign to what? Foreign to this piece of dirt on this part of the world? Who divided the land up? I like what the American Indians say. American Indians say, how can you own land? How do you own stuff? Because when you pass, what happens to it? Do you still own it? No, it goes to somebody else. So what do you actually own? Hear the birds? And so, I believe, we have all these PhDs, double PhDs, triple PhDs, ultra smart people, high IQ people, but we haven't come too far. So much suffering in the world, and very little love and compassion. If we learned a little bit about love and compassion, then wouldn't we not even have these conversations about who's the best or better gender? I think that's just all ego. To say that I'm better than you shows what? How small I think. If I say I'm better than you, I'm privileged because I'm male and I have white skin. Well, actually it's not white. If I go in the sun, I turn pink. But I understand what that means. I understand there's prejudice. I understand that in India there's like 5 caste systems, Nepal 5 caste systems, in England the same. People who have nothing try to act as if they have something. Why? Because they want to feel like they belong. Because they want to feel like they belong. Let me walk over here and show you the garden. They want to feel like they belong. So, you have people, most people just want to drink, get drunk. Why? Probably because they want to escape this place. I've been saying this for years and years and years, that I don't belong here. I come from a different planet. And why would I say such a thing? because I believe that there's a better place to live. I mean, we get taxed for everything, when in some countries, in Scandinavian countries, they give people free education. You know, they killed Gaddafi, but he gave the people free education. They give married couples, when they first got married, $50,000, the equivalent of $50,000 to buy a home. So I think the West, or, I mean, if you dig into it, you know why this is all going on, so no need to talk about that. But the main thing is, while we're still being controlled by these people, we can put down our differences, because really we have no differences. We all want the same thing. We all want to wake up in the morning without somebody throwing something at you, or somebody shooting you, or somebody trying to steal something from you. So, but to say, go back to the original point, for a woman to say they are better than men is pathetic, because the woman wouldn't be here if it wasn't for man. You know, you don't see, you know, I'm not want to get into whether being gay, or, you know, male or female gay people is good or bad. It's not my business. They can do what they want. But if you look at nature, you know, you don't see two female birds laying eggs. I mean, they'll lay eggs, but they'll never hatch. Yes, you can go get a seed from another male, but you had to go to the male, and the male gave you the seed. You know, we think we're so smart, but at the end of the day, the architect designed it this way. So, you know, it's like reading the instructions of a sewing machine or a TV, and then you read the instructions and say, oh, I don't like those instructions, I'm going to rewrite them. But you didn't make the thing to rewrite. Okay, you can find a way of doing something that makes it easier, but it's still, you know, at the end of the day, it has to be done the way they say it, because they designed it that way. So the architect designed us this way. You know, he designed us with 2 ears and 1 mouth. Maybe we're supposed to listen more than we talk. You know, why do we have emotions? Why do we get upset if we see somebody hurt another person? Well, I'll rephrase that. Some people get upset if they see somebody hurt. So I just wanted to air my view, and my view is, if you have a parent who's a feminist and is always talking about how women are better than men, how does that make the man feel? The young boy, how does that make him feel? How is he going to treat his wife when he grows up? Is that helping anybody? So I think if we get back to the beginning and go back to the basics and learn to love each other. I mean, if you're involved with a woman or involved with a man, and you're in a thing called a relationship, then learn to love each other. Learn to have compassion for each other. Neighbor going by on my super highway here. Yeah, learn to have compassion, because if you look in nature, 2 males can't make a baby, 2 females can't make a baby. So yes, a chicken can lay an egg, but there will never be a baby. So I guess I'll come to a point just talking about it with you guys here, is how foolish it is. So why did I even entertain the idea of their foolishness? I guess it's just he who shouts loudest has the biggest audience, I guess. But living here in the middle of nowhere, I hardly shout on top of the rooftops my views. But I put it here on YouTube so you can hear it, I guess. Keep watching, subscribe, and like the video, And best wishes. I hope you guys have somebody to love and they love you back nicely. And I wish you all the best wherever you are. If you've never seen my video or never see it again, I wish I'd leave a drop in your pocket of love, compassion, and kindness. All the best. Bye.